And welcome back to the Saucy Boys podcast. I go by the name of Nunchuck Johnson.
Michael fucking Stokes, bitch.
What's up, man?
Man, nothing really. I've just been chilling, trying to get through. What are we? Tuesday? It's Tuesday, right?
Tuesday.
Yeah, we're just trying to get through this week, man. I mean, I normally don't feel like this. Like the week feels like it's dragging, kind of. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why.
And it's only Tuesday. That's like the crazy thing about it. Because I was feeling that today, too. I got up early like I normally do. But for some reason, I was just like dragging ass like all day.
Yeah.
Like even at the gym, I was just like, I don't feel like doing this shit. But, that's why we're here doing this. This is our time to relax.
Our vent session.
This is our vent session, and then for y'all, this is y'all's midweek escape. So y'all get to hang out with us and hear us ramble about some shit that you may find important or you may not. But as long as it's entertaining and y'all have a good time, then we'll keep doing these things.
That's all that matters, really. We're here for the entertainment. We're entertainers now. All right. So you just gotta, you gotta get used to it.
Branded
Entertainers.
So for this week, the bevy of the episode, we're just gonna jump right into it. I picked up this St. Arnold's, and the only reason why I grabbed this is because I like the color of the can. I'm not even gonna bullshit you.
It says juicy on it though.
And it says juicy. So yeah, that's the only reason I grabbed this shit. So we're gonna crack one of these off of here. I'm not really a beer dude.
See, it's not only that.
This bitch off.
Not really beer dudes, but also known haters of the IPA, and yet this is another IPA that we brought onto the podcast.
This is. I'm just all about trying new shit.
Yeah.
Especially this. You know what movie I watched last night?
Hmm.
I watched Soul.
This is good, wasn't it?
And I was surprised. It was actually really good.
You want to live your life to the fullest.
Hell yeah.
Huh?
I was like, damn, I got to get out here and do some more shit. And I was talking to one of my friends about like just bucket list shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really have a bucket list. I have like places and shit that I want to go, but I don't have like a set like bucket list.
I don't really think anyone does. I think it is all just places you want to see.
But I mean, some people like do that shit. Like they have like a book. Like, all right, this is what I want to do. This is when I want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, have you seen that? The movie with Morgan.
Bucket List.
Yeah. Where they had like a list or whatever. I mean, but they ain't do that shit till they was like old.
Yeah, they was just old niggas, and they was just like, hey, I'm old, you old. Let's fuck around and do some shit.
That's why I was telling my mom, I was like, yo, I'm not gonna go skydiving until I'm old. So that way, if I do die, like.
You die.
It's okay. I'll just
plummeting to the ground at 500 miles an hour.
So let's get back to this bucket list shit. But first, let's crack open this juicy IPA and see what this is about. It's bursting with hops. So.
Oh shit.
You want me to get it?
Yeah, that's you. Get the ASMR, right. Man, boy.
You ready?
Yeah.
On this episode 5, we got some St. Arnold.
Ooh.
I tried to do like the sexy open, but it didn't work.
It's kind of like a door creaking open.
Oh, it smells good. Okay. Yours had like a weird pop.
Yeah, it did. I was expecting more of a yeah. Okay.
It smells like summertime.
It do.
This might be a summer go-to.
Patron saint of brewers.
Is this Texas? I want to say this is Texas. I could be wrong. But let's get into this. Cheersies.
Houston.
H-Town. Cheers.
It is super hoppy, but all right. So I shit on IPAs, but maybe I'm starting to get accustomed to it.
That's what I'm saying. This is what it's all about, people. This is what Saucy Boys is about. We are trying this shit to develop a palate and to be able to have the conversation with people on like, hey, because most people when you go out to like drink something, like you go like somewhere to get a drink, like you're just like, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, let me get like a vodka, whatever, or let me get a whiskey, whatever. Skills.
Crisis averted.
But yeah, so I mean, like, some people have their preference on shit whenever they go out, but for me, I don't have a preference. We've had this conversation.
Well, if I can tie into the bucket list thing, I'm learning more and more now. I want to try different shit. So by nature, when I go somewhere new, my eyes always avert to my comfort zone of what's whiskey. Where's the whiskey at? Do you have a Crown? Do they have an old fashioned and shit? But more and more, I'm trying to open it up and be like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm not gonna do the same thing. That looks delicious. That sounds delicious. Let me try that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to expand it. You know what I'm saying?
Especially after watching Soul.
Oh yeah.
That dude just fell in a manhole.
Trash after getting his big break.
And I feel, damn, see, I'm messing up. And I feel like that shit's gonna happen to me. That's why I don't get too hype about shit. Like when I get big opportunities, because I don't want to fall in a manhole somewhere, and then next thing you know, I'm trying to fight my way back to earth. So,
still some little unclaimed soul's life.
Yeah,
it's fucked up.
But yeah, I mean, like especially this year after like all this. I don't want to say the word. We're not allowed to say that word on the show anymore.
We won't say that word no more.
Starts with the C.
Yeah.
We ain't talk about it now. We trying to erase that.
Yeah.
But just trying to get out more and like do different things. Like, then we could talk about going hiking.
Yeah.
So we gotta do that. I mean, I've done it before.
Me too.
But it's just like
I feel like it doesn't have to be like a once every 6 month thing. Like it can be you can do
like
more
often. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like it's kind of like remembering how like you used to go outside a lot as a kid and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like it was always like it cleared your mind and stuff like that. But as an adult, it's like just with like work and extracurricular shit, it's just so hard to just, damn, you got to talk yourself into like, man, I just want to just go outside. You
Which
know what I'm
is
saying?
sad.
Which it's sad. It really fucking
sad.
is.
It's really sad.
It really is.
And I mean, for especially like shit that we do, because like you're in marketing, so you have to be on your shit on like all the latest stuff. You know what I mean? So, you know, being in that, and then me doing the whole DJ film thing, music, this, that, and the third. It's like you have to stay on top of that. So you're on your phone a lot. You're on social media a lot. You're on the internet, like constantly looking up stuff. So I want to take a break from that this year, or at least set aside time for myself for like months, like a month or two at a time, to where I just like don't use any of that shit. To not.
Unfortunately, we needed to promote this podcast.
Unfortunately, we do. So if you rock with us and we happen to be taking a month off of, you know, whatever for social media or anything like that, then promote the show for us.
Please.
We would greatly appreciate that. But it's just doing that and like taking more time to myself and just like protecting my energy. You know what I'm saying? Because you see so much shit on social media and a lot of it's just like negative.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's just because like that's the shit that I follow and I just like inadvertently like not like shit like that, but I'm drawn to that just because of shit that I'm in.
Yeah.
Because, you know, everybody's feed looks different.
Here's the thing that I've always wondered about this. So with like social media and everything and it becoming like so much more negative, and it's kind of hard to find like enjoyable moments on there anymore. When would you say it all started? Because I assume it would be like around 2015. Yeah. But then again, I could just be blind and ignorant and not realize that like it was always a cesspool like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I have an old Facebook that I deactivated. That Facebook was around from like 2008 till around 2015 when I got tired of seeing like people posting political shit and stuff like that, and that was when I unplugged. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? And it's like I feel like during that time also when I was on it and shit like that, it was the wild, wild west, man. People was just saying brazen shit, but everyone just like rolled with it.
A lot of that they kept on Twitter.
Yeah.
A lot of that shit, because people wouldn't post shit like that on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And then like farther down the line, you had more and more people that were just posting like crazy shit. And I think, and this is just me, like my opinion. Yeah. But I think a lot of it came from just like how quick things turn around now. Yeah. Because you have people, and this is back when like Vine and, you know, shit was popping off, because like at first when Vine was out, people would post like videos and it would take a while, you know, to like and then more people started hopping on it because they figured like, all right, I can get a million viewers by, you know, doing this, that, or the third, making these vines.
Mm-hmm.
And then now you got like TikTok, you got Instagram, you got all that shit. So it's like people are hopping on that, and then they're sharing other people's stuff that they don't even like, they didn't create or they own, and they're gaining followers off of that. So you have all these people that are just looking to be like the next like big meme account on Instagram, and then like the next, you know, big whatever on TikTok. And so with that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's how it got, like, where it is now.
No, those waves have always been around, dog. You like, shit, I think it was, like, last year or something like that. It was, like, the 5-year anniversary of the Harlem Shake videos.
Oh, shit.
And, like, someone, like, played, like, the Miami Heat one from, like, 2013. And it's like, you remember that? That was, like, a fucking internet craze. And it's like, there's always an internet wave of, like, some trend that you have to, like, jump on and shit. And I feel like TikTok kind of like just capitalized on it and built a whole fucking app off of that.
They're like, we're just, everything's trendy.
Like, everything is just a trendy thing you're gonna get away with. Like the silhouette challenge is blowing up right now.
Like, they got the Spurs Coyote doing
this is ridiculous.
The silhouette challenge.
It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Which
like,
is funny. Like, it's goofy. It's cool for, like, you know, like to see it, but at the same time, it's just like, why? I give that to like the Spurs and like their like team, that they're on that shit. So like, I haven't really seen any other like NBA teams that like their mascot does stuff like that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Spurs always
either that or like the HEB commercials and shit. Like, they're on top of it.
Of course.
So
it's a way of life down here in the southern regions of Texas.
Good old South Texas.
The only place it did not snow a month ago, where it snowed everywhere.
But it snowed in Austin and New Braunfels. Like, that shit was weird.
It just stopped. It was like, nah, we good.
Like, you know, we're not.
You know what? I'm just gonna double back.
Too close to San Antonio.
Yeah, I'm just gonna double back. This is fucked up.
But I feel like, you know, with like the increase of people hopping on shit just for like trends or like shit for just likes, that's where you start seeing a lot of like the negative shit come in. And so,
and I feel like that's the thing now. I feel like because you got to understand, like, we're we're like 2 generations in on this social media trend now.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're the old heads now. You know, I got an email reminder from Twitter that I had been on Twitter for 10 years this morning.
Dang.
That fucking blew my mind. Blew my fucking mind that I started my Twitter in 2011. But yeah, I'm considered old and a fucking relic on it. And this like new Twitter, which is like the early 20-year-olds, if they're on it and shit, and they're taking time out from TikTok, they just say wild brazen shit to get attention.
They do. I can't bring myself to like talk that, because I'm even like cautious about some of the shit that I repost. And I caught a lot of shit for posting that Dave Chappelle thing.
Which one?
The meme where it's like Dave Chappelle got COVID, but it was the other cat.
Oh, that shit, yeah.
And people were like, hit me up, and they're like, that's fucked up. I'm like, yo, it's a joke. Like, Dave probably would have laughed at that shit too. But so I'm like real cautious about shit that I post. A lot of it's like across the board, like everybody can laugh about it. It's not like no like crazy shit.
Of course. I still like a good
some
meme.
of the shit that I be sending, like you or like my brothers. There was like this Pornhub one. I sent that shit to my brothers. It was hilarious. I might post it on my Instagram. Maybe. So keep an eye out. But back to just like protecting your energy and like shit that you consume on social media. Like, I really do need to take a step back and just like, recently I've been finding myself like unfollowing just accounts or like people that it's just either they're always complaining about shit or like the moment I see like, oh my god, like I'm done.
I have not been a fan of Facebook in well over 5 years. I only have it because I have family on there.
Yeah.
And it's just another avenue to promote shit. But when I log on that shit, there are certain people, I'm not gonna name any of them, where it's like they only hop on there to complain about their life.
And then the comment section be like,
it's
like 40, 50 plus comments. I'm like, don't y'all motherfuckers have jobs?
Like, yeah, I don't get it.
Like, y'all sit there.
I do not get it.
But and it's funny because like you see that shit and I see people, like they'll be on Facebook all day, but then they'll be like, oh, like I'm broke. I'm like, well, I wonder why, motherfucker, because you sit on goddamn Facebook all day and you just in comments all day and going back and forth and arguing with people.
I thought that shit died when like I stopped doing it. Like that
people,
was me unplugging in 2015. I was like, why am I wasting my energy arguing with people?
Exactly.
So I pulled off and was like, I'm done. I'm not doing it no more.
That's why I don't argue. I don't.
And it's like when you separate yourself from that shit, you forget that there's still millions of people who live their life that way, and it's ridiculous to me.
But it's like, why?
Like, I'm not trying to be passive or anything, but I just don't have the energy or the time to waste on it.
To like
on anything, on any social media platform. If I see something that offends me now, it's either Count Blockula or you get the unfollow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna go into your comments and be like, you know, that offends me and blah blah blah.
I commend you on coming up with these titles.
You like that?
Because last episode you had the Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
What was the other joint?
No, Skippy Longstocking.
Skippy Longstocking. Now you Count Blockula.
So, you know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Okay, so in the same sentence though, like you have the people that are always posting negative shit, but then what about the people that are just like overly posting like just like too much super positive
They seem
shit?
fake to me. They seem like
they
seem like a motivational account, and that's why I don't fuck with them.
I thought I was tripping. I'm just like, and that too, it's like I've met some of these people before that post like all this like, oh yeah, like,
and they fake as shit.
Get out there and have a great day, but then like you see them and they out getting fucked up and they're like, oh, my life is I'm like, well,
for example, there was something going around last year where it was that comment where it was like, I am a black man, I build other black men up, I don't tear other black men down and blah blah blah, and I'm always there for my brothers or some shit like that.
I remember that.
I've seen some niggas posting that shit that I know for a fact don't build other brothers up.
Yo.
And it irked me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, okay, I'm gonna let y'all get y'all's off, but it's whatever. Cause I'm saying it's real fucking fugazi on there, man.
It really is.
Like,
okay,
tripping.
so and that too, it's like I post positive shit. Sometimes I'll be acting light skinned. I'll be straight up. I'll be straight up. I'll be acting light skinned sometimes. But for the most part, like I try to post other people's stuff and kind of promote. And some of these people I don't know, but if you're doing something and I see that you're like passionate about it,
yeah,
like I'll repost your stuff. I'll tag you in it.
Of course. Because
I know I have people that like follow me and they pay attention to what I post sometimes. So I mean, if that's a door for them to like support these other people, then cool, you know?
Yeah.
By all means, like do that shit. But I'm never gonna be no super like, oh my god, like you don't support local. Like, no, I'm not doing all that shit. I'm just supporting and I'm shouting out people that are out there fucking grinding and doing it.
Just don't be one of those like those accounts that are just like always posting those bullshit ass quote pages and shit. Like today's a new day. You go 10,000% over the last day that you were doing it and blah. Like, man, I can't fucking stand people like that. Or the girls who their pages are just dedicated to shitting on men and shit, but they're wondering why they're lonely.
Those are actually kind of funny.
I mean, they are.
They sometimes they bug me, but then I'm just like, nah,
it's just I was just like, well, this is why you by yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? Like, come on.
Like, can we just keep it in the middle?
Yeah.
You know, just keep it in the middle. Like, don't be super. Just be a normal fucking human being. Because not everybody's going to have a super amazing day. Mm-hmm. Especially like today, like days like today. Like, I mean, it's not a bad day, but we're both just like fucking, like, I feel like I'm burnt.
I don't know why. Like, I just feel spent. It's like I said, like, one of the scariest feelings in the world is when you're driving and you're fucking exhausted. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you. I've had so many experiences with that, especially commuting back and forth from Austin, where I learned I just have to pull over and get out and start running in place or something, or do jumping jacks to get my heart rate back up.
Oh, that St. Arnold's hitting,
you know
already.
What I'm saying? Woo, St. Arnold's. Anyways, but on the way over here, it was like it's nighttime, and like I found myself, I was like behind a semi, and I was like, oh shit, like heavy eyed, and I was like, oh no, slap myself in the face, do what I got to do just to get over here, and it's like it was only 7:00.
My go-to is like I open the sunroof,
I wish I had my sunroof still, but I
and
don't.
I just hear that.
That used to be it. Now it's put on like music, turn it up loud, roll the windows down, and get the wind on me and shit.
But I mean that's rough too, especially when you got a long commute. Because I know for me, like from my house to my job is pretty far, but it's just like all the spots that I have to go to in between, just depending on what I got going on that day. So like when you're driving, sometimes you just like,
Yeah.
like you, especially during the summer when it's hot and that sun's hitting you, and you just get like.
Well, in like 2017, I was in a car without AC in it for that summer.
Bro.
Oh my god.
That's when I had my that was probably like 2016 when I had my Pontiac, and that shit, like it had air that worked a little bit, but like not enough, and then that shit finally went out. So driving on 1604 at about 5:30, maybe 5 o'clock, and the traffic is heavy. It's like 98 degrees. Humidity feels like 157.
Let's paint a picture for you guys who don't live in the southern region of Texas. Our summers down here are what can be described as hell on earth. It's 100 degrees, but then it's like 100% humidity also. It's the type of shit to where you can literally, and I know from experience, I've taken a shower to go out, and then by the time I got to the place I was going to go out, I probably needed another fucking shower because I sweat through my clothing just from sitting in a car. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Your back be sticking to the seat.
Oh, it's crazy.
I hate that.
It's
like you could take cold showers.
Yeah.
Cold showers. And then you hop out. As soon as you step out that front door, you just you sweating as soon as you step out.
I don't wish it on anybody. That's why I invested heavily in shorts over this last summer. But even still, it didn't. I mean, it worked, but it didn't work. I was still sweaty. Let's say that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, summers down here be brutal.
Fucking.
And it's only getting hotter.
I know. We ain't had no cold weather. Like, ain't had no real cold weather in like a solid week now, man.
It got cold for 1 week and it dropped down to like 40.
Yeah. And we're in February, so this is like the last month.
Yeah.
As soon as March comes, it's gonna be like 80 going forward, man. Like, we gonna be fucking done.
That's wild.
That's why I'm getting it off with this jacket this episode for all the audio listeners. I got a nice puffy jacket on, kind of like a puffy bomber going right now. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna bomber it up too, but I didn't want to look like the bomber bro, so bomber man.
I was gonna say that.
But yeah, man, the summers down here suck. That's why I wish we could travel. I don't know how it's gonna be. Hopefully more people get vaccinated. And let me know how it goes.
I actually, we all got scared at work today because we got an email about it.
Yeah.
For my job. And it was, I can't get into fully what it is, but it's just us saying like shit's available.
Yeah.
But there's no timetable for when we'll receive it. Basically.
Yeah, and see that was the same for my job.
Mm-hmm.
But they were like you can take it if you want to, but it's not mandatory yet.
Yeah.
Like it may be
let you motherfuckers know.
It may be mandatory. But the way I feel about it is I'm in between. We're not gonna say the name, but I'm in between because I've gone this whole time. It's been a year, and I've maybe been sick once. So if I did have it, like I got over it, like I'm good. What I'm worried about is just like the people who are gonna have trouble with it.
Yeah.
So if they need the vaccine, like let them go ahead and get theirs first, and if I happen to need it at the end, then cool. Like. It is what it is. I'm not opposed to it, but at the same time, it's just like I want them to kind of figure it out a little bit more. And shout out to all the people that got it already. And we commend your bravery.
Definitely.
You know,
you ain't growing no eyes. You ain't got no extra limbs.
If y'all start doing that, then let me know. And I guess we got to start getting ready for the zombie apocalypse.
Foaming at the mouth and eating people. Yeah. Keep up the good bills of health, guys.
But I'm like, it's funny because I always see people post, it's like, y'all are worried about what's in this vaccine, but yet, like, motherfuckers is getting, like, Botox and shit like that. I'm like, either, like, man, I eat McDonald's often.
Nah, there was, like, a topic on something I was listening to. There was, like, y'all eat ass, but y'all don't want to get the vaccine. I was just like, that's crazy.
Yeah, accurate.
That was a double swig right there for the audio listeners. That's why we went quiet. We weren't leaving you guys.
Swig did it at the same time. Every time we get quiet, and if y'all are drinking while y'all are listening to this podcast, take a sip with us. That's the rule from here on out. Anytime you hear it get a little bit quiet, we're probably taking a sip. So go ahead and take a sip with us. But yeah, I feel like this whole episode, I want to base this shit off just like protecting your energy.
Okay. All right. Well, so here's the thing. So we talked about protecting your energy basically when it comes to the social media ranks in social media. What about in the real world? Like how do you protect your energy in the real world? Same way. Does it still correlate the same way, or is it different? Like, is this like, if it's people who give you a bad vibe, do you like just like, I really don't fuck with them that much, or what?
So, for me, it's always been a thing where, like, just what I do is pretty much customer service. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you have to kind of put on not a front, but you have to put on, like, a face.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, it's a fucking front. Let's just call it what it is.
It is.
You got to put up a front because you got to kind of fill these people out and see, like, what kind of person they are and then, go from there. A lot of people you could tell, like, right off the bat. But then there's some people that slip through the cracks, and then they turn out to be like some crazy motherfuckers, and you just gotta kind of like X them out. But I don't really have. There's some people that I've been around that I don't really fuck with like what they're doing, but I still find myself around them, and I want to try to separate myself from that, just because. You can be around people and just hearing some of the conversations they have kind of like put you in a, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's messing with your energy.
Or someone who's just constantly negative in person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not even calling them a pessimist, but just like everything's so negative.
Yeah, it just seems like there's like always a problem. So, and you kind of find yourself slipping into them same patterns.
Yeah. And
so that's really what I want to try to do is just like kind of step away from that. And I mean, it's nothing against the people who, I mean, that's just how they do shit. That doesn't mean I don't fuck with you or I'm not like, but I gotta watch how much I interact with you because
you don't want it to rub off on you.
Yeah. Because like I said, you're a product of your environment.
Yeah.
So if you're around something long enough, you're gonna start developing those habits of doing the same thing. Because it's like me, like doing the DJ thing. Of course, you're out at bars, there's alcohol around, like you're up late, so that's just how like my shit works. But guarantee, like if I didn't do this shit, like I probably wouldn't even drink as much as I do now. I'm not saying I drink wild amounts and I'm like out here wilding out, but I mean I probably wouldn't really drink at all.
Going for number 2 right now.
See, I'm still on number 1. I'm sipping slow. See, that's the thing when it comes to brewskis, I sip it. It's so filling. It makes me feel full.
I think that's the point with the brewski, though.
See, that's why I can't do more than like 2. I think my cap is 2.
I'll be done after this. I know I will. Shit, I think we still got one of those big storms still left in that fridge, unless somebody had it.
We do. But yeah, so like this year, I really want to just kind of surround myself with more people that are like, doing more, not just like settling for like the regular shit. So that was the point of doing this show, and just kind of like to test the waters and see what we can do. Getting
out of the comfort zone. And the thing about that is I feel like the more we do it, the better we become, the more comfortable we become in it. Yeah. So we have to start looking for something to exponentially push ourselves further.
And that too. So like now that you say that, and I mean that's for people that like tune in too.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to like tune into the same shit every week. I mean, unless like you enjoy it thoroughly, but I don't want it to be one of those things where it's like we have all of our friends listening and they're just like, oh yeah, good job. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
because then it's you're not getting the critiques you really looking for.
Yeah, like we need like honest to God feedback.
Yeah.
Even if it's gonna hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really care about getting my feelings hurt. I might be light skinned and post something on Instagram about it, but it'll only be up for 24 hours, so it'll be all right. But yeah, I don't know. So how you feel about it? Like as far as because not only do you have to deal with that, like with people that you interact with, like outside in a social setting, but sometimes you work with these people, and so you're forced to be like in the same space.
I don't know. With that being said, I never wanted to jam this down everyone's throat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got people out there that we know who, like, they promote the fuck out of their shit so much that it's like, it's overwhelming to you, to where it's like, I can't even keep up with it. Because, like, literally 5 days ago, you were promoting something else saying that it was the greatest thing in the world. And now it's the greatest thing in the world now. And it's like, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and it's like, that was my thing. But with that being said, I know we can definitely do better. But I've always liked the attitude of like, hey, it's here. Enjoy it. Consume it as you want.
Yeah.
And let us know, honestly.
That's kind of always how I am, though, because, like, anything that I'm pushing out there, I'm like, it's there. It's on the internet. Like, I'm not going to force you to do, like, listen to this.
Yeah.
Like, if you really rock with it, then, like, go ahead. And so, like, a lot of people, they didn't know that I did music and stuff before I started DJing. So, like, when they would find the music, they'd be like, yo, that's you? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, I'm not going to, like, jam this shit down. I'm not going to be the homie that's like, yo, like, I got this mixtape, like, buy my shit for $1.
Same thing.
Donate. Why ain't you supporting, man? Nobody want to support me out here.
I don't want to be that.
Like, I don't want to be. I'm making music for a reason because that's what I like to do, and that's what makes me happy. And so if you rock with it, then cool. And if not, you know, there's no love lost. I'm not tripping. So
that's how it is. I mean, no, I feel you 100%.
So, you know, just posting stuff up. Like, I'm not gonna, like you said, like, I'm not gonna, like, just keep, like, no, you have to check this out. You have to go here. You have to do that. Because even with people that want to come to gigs, like, they're, oh, sorry, I didn't make it. And I'm like, it's cool. Like, I'm gonna be here again next week.
Yeah, a bunch of other ones.
There's still plenty of days. And if I lose a gig, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna find another one. So
pick something back up.
Yeah. And most of these people that say that, like, they've already been to gigs, so it's like whatever. Like, I'm not tripping. Like, y'all support enough, and I appreciate that.
I mean, it's like what we were talking about the other day. Like, I haven't been to your new Sunday gig yet, but I know it's always like, I can always go whenever I want to. So
there's no pressure, people.
Yeah.
Whenever y'all want to come and say what's up and hang out for a little bit,
come on down.
You're more than welcome.
Come on,
more than welcome.
Enjoy yourself.
But back to, you know, protecting your energy and stuff. So, like, workplace. Like, what do you do in situations where you're working with somebody that you don't really, like, because you got to keep it cordial with them?
I keep shit short and professional. Like, I'm not going to tell you about my life. We ain't going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, if there's a work get-together, I'm not going to be kicking it with you or nothing like that. Maybe I'll learn a little bit more about you and shit, but I just keep it short and professional, basically. I'm not going to be like, oh, you're a fucking piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? I won't do that, but it's just like, if I don't fuck with you, I just, no big deal.
Yeah. I'm trying to move into that and just kind of like, but sometimes I get caught up in having these conversations with people.
Yeah.
And we'll just go back and forth. And I'm just like, why are we having this conversation? I really don't want to talk to this person right now.
But with that being said, I feel like now more than ever, this is probably like one of the first jobs ever where I can actually honestly say that I can conversate with everybody in the place.
Yeah.
There's some people I don't relate to as much, but it's not like a matter of like, I just don't fuck with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, we just don't relate, but I don't mind conversating with you, you know what I'm saying? Whereas I had jobs in the past where it was just people I was just like, I don't fuck with them, they trash. And some of them might have been my bosses. I was just like, I don't give a fuck. Man,
when I used to work at the shop there was a couple of people and like we would just butt heads.
Yeah.
And this is back when I was younger, like 20. So of course, like, I would pop off and say shit because I was just like, man, I don't need this job. Like, but now I'm just like, you know what, like, let me dial this shit back so I don't hurt nobody's feelings. Because I don't like hurting people's feelings, you know?
Nah.
When people go home and have a shitty day.
Yeah.
And they got to think about that all day and they come to work the next day and they just be staring at you and shit. Like, I remember what you said yesterday. Like, man, that was yesterday. I felt some kind of way. It should be over by now. But
do you hold grudges?
I don't. You got to really, like, fuck me over So, like, I'll put it this way: like, there's been a couple of bad things that I've had to deal with, like business wise, and it fucked me over at the time. But I look at that as like a positive because I could still be dealing with that shit.
Yeah.
Or I could just press forward. And so, like, I see those people now, and I'm just like, it's all good. Like, I'm doing, because where I'm at now, like, I'm not doing bad. So, it's like, if I would have, I just look back, and I'm like, if I would have stayed in that spot, then I probably would have been.
That's that rent-free, man.
Yeah.
That's what they call that, rent-free in your head. I don't know. I don't think I do, but with that being said, like, I got, like, old employers that I just don't fuck with no more.
Yeah, I mean, but that's
Shit
different.
like
That's
that.
different.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not like you're holding a grudge. It's just like if you see him, because like my old boss, she might see this, she might not. I don't know. But like me and her before I left and just like started DJing full time.
Yeah.
Like we just would butt heads all the time, and I didn't really like the way she did things. And I mean, I don't really think she liked just my attitude towards it, because I'm the kind of person, I'm just like, I go to work, I do what I got to do.
Yeah.
And I just, like I keep the work environment fun and whatever, and I go home. Yeah, like,
exactly.
Then I go home. I don't have, like, I'm just not doing all the extra shit and like all the gossip and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, but me and her would butt heads all the time, and that was like 2 years ago, and I ran into her maybe like 2-3 weeks ago. And she was like, "Hey, what's up?" And like, said, and I was like, "Hey, it was
fake."
I'm not gonna say all that. I don't know. I just like we had a conversation real quick, and it is what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, "Nah, I'm not talking to you." You know what I'm saying? So
I don't know. It's kind of like I know with my old job before I started going to school up in Austin, I had like in my mind like the 8 years I worked there, I always had in my mind like, man, the day I leave here, I'm gonna do something wild. Like, I'm going to do something wild.
Get in the intercom
like,
and shit.
Yeah, like, I'm going to do something crazy. Just because I don't fucking like the boss and shit like that. And then, like, when the day finally came, I couldn't believe it. I was actually kind of sad. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn. And he's like, I've spent almost a decade of my life in this place, and I'm gone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm never coming back. And it's like, it kind of shook me, in a strange sense. But, that's just how it is. Like, you talk a big game every now and then about it, but then it's like when it comes down to it, you're just like, you know what? No, I could let it go.
Yeah.
I won't wild out. So I guess in a sense, I don't hold grudges either.
Because I can't really think of like one person if I seem like, yo, on site, site, like, what's up?
Yeah.
No, I'm just like, whatever, man. Whatever happened, then happened. That doesn't mean that we're gonna be best of friends.
Mm-mm.
Or we're going to have, like, regular conversations.
I mean, we ain't going to kick it.
That just means that you're good on your side and I'm good on mine. Like, just go about your business.
That's all you need to know.
So, but, man, you over there killing it. I'm over here babysitting.
What can I say, man? It's called Saucy Boys for a reason. I've got to really partake in these bevies to understand them.
How you like the taste, though?
I don't taste the hops anymore.
I don't taste the hops, but it's not as tropical and citrusy as I thought it was going to be.
I think the Bromosa was a lot more fruity.
It was.
And a lot more smooth. This does initially taste like a standard IPA with some tropical accents to it. Mm-hmm. But on the second cup, it's just
going.
It's a beer,
Yeah.
It's just going.
Oh, wait. I'm about to grab me a second one right here. I like the can, though. The can is so dope.
Yeah.
I commend, like, all these local, like, breweries and
mm-hmm.
and, like, just companies that are coming out with shit and, like, their designs on their cans.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of them are just, like, super unique. It's not just, like, this is my beer. Like, they have a lot of cool shit on them. So, if you want to get me and sucker me in, it's all about packaging.
The marketing.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? So it catches your eyes. I look for an orange can because I immediately equate that with like, oh, an orange flavored beer. You know what I'm saying? I look for a purple label or something because I equate that with like, oh, maybe it's something grape infused. Something strange, something different. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you can only reel me in with that labeling. Like pull me in with it, but then seal the deal with good flavor.
Yeah.
Basically.
So I think every time we do an episode where we have beers or, any light beverage like this, we got to take a shot in between each one. Just to officially make it this saucy. We ain't going to do that today because we're a little tired.
Not this episode. I'm not trying to fall asleep on this podcast.
Yeah, not this episode. We're going to have to save that for maybe a summer episode when we got time.
But switching gears about protecting energy, let's switch on. Let's go ahead and move over to Music Corner. So I told you what the topic was.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I thought of this is because on Sunday I was on brunch. Yes, I was on brunch.
Okay.
Fuck you got to say about
Hold
it.
on. Before we continue this.
I'll mollywop any of you motherfuckers who want to say something about me on my brunch. I'll be brunching, boy. I'll fucking brunch, dog.
Before we go into this music thing, you are the most brunching ass dude. I be getting a little jealous sometimes. I'm not even gonna front because I be like, damn, that shit look good.
I mean, what can I say, my guy?
I don't even know the brunch spots. I just know the spot that I work at. But see, I'm always working when you got to do, like when you're doing brunch stuff, I'm always working. So I don't never get to do.
Unfortunately, yeah, you work during brunch hours.
So I don't never get to enjoy it, man.
So, like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't never get to enjoy it, man.
No. Real shit. I was you once. No, my boy, I got a homeboy and his girl and her friends always used to hit brunch spots. And I'd be super salty every time I saw him. I'm like, man, fuck that.
He'd be on the phone like
yeah, that's trash. I'm a hate like it, but I don't really like it. You know what I'm saying?
What's that video of the kids like,
yeah,
out? Fuck y'all.
Like, yeah, that used to be me. And now that I'm with somebody who wants to do that, it's not even really supposed to be brunch. We're supposed to be getting breakfast, but she just likes to fucking sleep in. So by the time we like get ready and get out, it's brunch. So I'm just like, fuck it. We brunching. So like we just trying all these brunch spots, getting it in. But yeah, while I was on my brunch locale this Sunday, they had like, we were on the patio and the speakers were just playing random music. And then a song came on and it immediately just hit in my mind and anger hit me. And I was just like, I fucking hate this song. And it just that was the first thought that came to me was like, as soon as it started, I was like, I fucking hate this song. Why this song? Why did he play this song? Why any song? And so the topic for Music Corner was like, what songs do you just can't fuck with because they take you to a certain place, maybe in your life, or maybe it could be just as simple as when they were hot and they were out, your local radio played them out. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so like I had started a list, but the song that came on was fucking fuck, what was it? I know I got the time.
You got the whole.
Hold on. Audio listeners, I'm pulling up my list.
I'm still so salty about the brunch thing. Because I be wanting to do it, but I just feel like I look weird going out to brunch by myself. But this is the thing. Okay, so if you do brunch, do you have to drink?
You can if you want. That I tend to just partake in the standard mimosa.
See, I feel like that's just like a must. Like if you do brunch, like you have to drink something alcoholic, and I don't want to do that because I don't like drinking during the day.
Here you can do. Oh, sorry, mister. I don't drink during the day. Oh, anyways, you can just get one. You can get one mimosa, one alcoholic beverage,
See, that's how it
and have the water
and
with
the
you.
Next thing you know, I'm an alcoholic.
You gotta be able to control that shit, bro. Like, we always get water. We order water first, and then when they do their second roundabout and they're like, oh, is there any other thing I can get you? You put the meal in, and it's like, oh, yeah, let me get a mimosa.
Can I just do, I'll just do orange juice.
You can if you want.
I don't want to do nothing alcoholic.
But I'm going to look at you strange. You know what I'm saying?
Like, we are brunching right now.
You better fucking put some champagne in that shit.
Drink some alcohol right now.
My guy. Anyways, while I was sitting at that table, the song that came on that immediately put hate into my eyes was B.O.B. Airplanes.
Oh, my God.
I fucking hate that song with a passion.
Because, yeah.
With a passion.
I think even B.O.B. hates that song.
I fucking can't stand that song.
Because that was supposed to be no, Lupe hates that song because that was supposed to be Lupe's song, yeah.
And he had to give it away.
No, Nothing on You.
Oh, that's another one.
That one too.
That can be on the list too.
That one too. But I don't know if he was like upset about it or there was like some kind of like I don't know if there was any beef. I could be, but I remember somebody saying, or like an article that was saying that was supposed to be Lupe Fiasco's song, and Bruno Mars and B.O.B. ended up getting it.
Yeah.
Which is funny because people still trip out about like this was supposed to be another artist's song, but it's like you have other people that write songs for other people.
Exactly.
And people are like, oh my God, I didn't know that. Like I thought he wrote it and like did everything. Yeah.
I don't know. I was telling you how to explain that to someone I worked with because they'd found out that someone's song belonged to someone else, and they were just like they couldn't believe it, and I was like telling them like, no, that's super common in music. Like a lot of people, especially when it comes to producers, they'll make a beat for a song and they'll have an artist in their mind that they want to give it to. They'll send it to that artist or that artist's people, and then if the artist can't fuck with it, or maybe they'll lay down track for it and not get it out, and then they'll just eventually get moved on to someone else on the label. Because
even Kanye was saying that in Last Call. Mm-hmm. He was saying like he was working on some stuff, and I think it was for like Freeway. Yeah. And he was doing something else, so he made the Hardest City beat. Yeah. And he wanted to give that to DMX. But
I can't see that.
But J-High, and I couldn't either. When he said it, I was like, you want to get that to DMX? Like, why?
Well, shit, it's like the Pharrell interview. I can't unhear. I love the song Frontin'.
I do too.
I cannot unhear Prince's vocals now when he like demonstrated to people how he had Prince in his mind singing on the song before like Prince just didn't want the track. So that's crazy to me. But like every time I hear the song now, all I hear is Prince, and I'm just like, holy fuck!
What blows my mind too is when they did the Drink Champs shit, and they were talking about Michael Jackson, and he's like, "I want that super thug." Like,
it's super thug.
What? I was like, really? I couldn't see Michael fucking with that, but Michael was a unique dude,
my guy. But back to the list. So B.O.B. Airplanes came on, and I was like, ugh. I was strike one.
I'm surprised people still have that on a playlist.
Me too. I was shocked. That's one of the reasons why I was so shocked, because it came on. I was like,
should have been like, waiter.
What the fuck?
What is this?
Yeah. Can you plug my phone in, please?
What year did that come out?
The next song that came on where I was just like, oh, I rolled my eyes. Black Eyed Peas, I Got a Feeling.
Bruh. I think anything Black Eyed Peas from that time.
The radio killed that song.
Except for Fergalicious. I like Fergalicious.
After she ruined the national anthem at that All-Star game, fuck her.
Bro.
Fuck her.
Poor Fergie. I wish I could have hugged her after that. It's okay, Ferg. You're still Fergalicious.
So, all these songs, B.O.B. Airplanes and that Black Eyed Peas song, that's definitely a product of our local radio station. Mm-hmm. They killed those songs. Back in the day, they ran them into the fucking ground.
The shit that kills me about like the radio station here, because I've lived in a few, like we're military, so we've been places and lived in a couple of places. Fortunately, but I've heard like other radio stations. Well, I mean, even like radio stations in Houston, are completely fucking different than down here. And it's like you have these stations down here that say like, oh, it's like hip hop and R&B, and everything's just like super pop.
It's like the same 10 songs.
And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, this is... But...
Granted, I have not listened to the radio with any regularity in 11 years now.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So it's been a long time. Because when my 2000 Impala did not have a CD player in it, or like the deck that I had in it where I connected my auxiliary cord, I had to put up with the radio. Then I finally got that shit in there, and I just stopped listening to it from there. But... yeah, it's like really a lot of these songs they remind me of when the radio would never quit playing them, and it just had in my mind of like I can go forever without hearing this shit ever again, or it's they remind me of shit that I don't want to think about. So it's like I got that, and then another song that came to mind was Usher, Oh My God.
Yep.
Now,
so I'm gonna say like that whole, because that was all around the same time, right? Like that.
Yeah, like all these songs I listed are all from like 2009 to 2010.
Like that, like LMFAO, like any of like that kind of shit. Like, to me, honestly, it wasn't even cool at the time. Like the only reason like it would get played is because like it was popular. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like when X would play it at gigs and shit, like I used to hate. I would still dance around and like act stupid to it, but I'm just like, like, I really don't fuck with this song. But there were so many people out there that was out there fucking shuffling to LMFAO. I just,
Oh, LMF. Oh, my God. Fuck them.
I mean, you know, they did their shit. They came in, they got their money.
Didn't some girl, like, ask you if you still played that shit? Like,
No,
Didn't that happen?
she asked me, and she's gonna see this, and she gonna hit me up. She gonna be mad.
You shouldn't ask that dumbass question then.
What's the song with fuck. Well, she said it's big somewhere. Damn. What is it?
What is it? Shot.
No, not shots. It was the joint with Lil Jon. Get Out of Your Mind.
Oh, that's
I don't like that song at all, so that's not like a go-to for me. If somebody requests it and it calls for it, then maybe I'll play it. But that's like deep in the crates. Like that's one that's just sitting there collecting dust and doesn't get many plays at all.
I can't fuck with it. Here's another one that I thought of. It was dope as fuck when it first came out, but after the countless remixes and the radio and fucking Lil Wayne a Millie. If I never hear that song again, it will be too soon.
What about 6 Foot with him and Corey Guns?
That's on there too. That is on there too.
For me, it was just like it getting played out.
And it doesn't help that the beat is super fucking repetitive anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And then but it got played out within that's like the quickest I remember a song getting played out. Like that shit came out and then like a week later I was done with it.
I had somebody request that like last week.
I would have punched
a Millie.
I would have punched him.
He requested a Millie and I was just like, all right, I guess. I only played it for like 30 seconds.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be in and out of songs sometimes
Thank
quick.
you.
Because it just don't sound right. Like some songs, they didn't age very well. Like they just sound like, I tried to play Lollipop the other day.
I almost put that on my list.
But you gotta, it's the original version. No, I don't like the original version. The Kanye version?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't.
One.
That's why I didn't. I was like, you know what? I like that version.
Lollipop. But yeah. I would have to agree with you on all the ones that you said. I can't really think of anything else outside of that. Like there was nothing else that was like, oh, I hear that. I guess anything like Katy Perry at that time.
Oh, my job plays a lot of Katy Perry right now.
Yeah,
it's just on the station that they have preset.
Don't get me wrong, I like Katy Perry, and she has like a couple of joints but like, it's not like I would go and like listen to it. But if it came on, I wouldn't skip it.
Yeah,
except if it was like the Roar song.
That's the one that comes on.
I don't fuck with that song.
That's the one that comes on in my job. I'm just like, oh God, I got to get out of here. Let me round this list out still. I think I got a few more. Boom, 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 boom. Where the fuck are my notes at? There they go.
Take a sip.
Sorry. Okay, another one. Jay-Z, Dirt Off Your Shoulder.
Yes.
That song was played out the day it came out, and it's a complete skip.
Yeah,
it's so bad, and I've said this before.
I like the beat. I still like the beat.
I don't mean it's bad like it's a terrible song, but I can't fuck with it no more because it's so annoying to me. I don't even fuck with the mashup version with Linkin Park. I used to like that.
I didn't like any of that mashup shit.
Oh, I hate you.
I like them. Like it was cool that they did it. Let me go back and listen to it before I make my final decision on that.
That'll be Music Corner next week. Anyways, Numb Encore, I prefer that over the original.
Okay,
Encore.
I like that one. I give you that one, but like all the other shit, I don't really think I liked it. I gotta go back.
I'm telling you, man, it's I think you're sleeping on it, bro.
I probably am.
I love the mashup.
You gotta think about it though too. Like at the time, I was listening to a lot like harder shit.
Oh, this guy.
And, I was light skinned, man. I had to, gotta, be rough somehow. So I gotta listen to gangster shit so motherfuckers will mess with me.
This guy.
Like, what's up, dog? Listen to June. Nah, but.
And then the last thing I had on there was I've told you this one before, but Rihanna Rude Boy.
Yo, that and S&M.
Yeah, both of them actually. I can't listen to Rude Boy because that was my ringtone on an ex's phone. And every time I hear that song, all I think about is when she set that shit as my ringtone.
Damn.
And then S&M was also, it came out around that time. So I was just like, like that's the thing. Like I fuck with Rihanna, but all her music from that era, from like 2009 to 2011, I don't fuck with no more because I'm just like I don't like it.
Pawn a Replay.
That's original shit.
I don't like An Umbrella.
I fuck with Umbrella.
I don't like
because of
that.
Jay-Z verse.
Yeah. What about the one with Chris Brown?
No.
I'm
good on that.
Before the Lambo.
I'm good on that.
Before the Lambo. Before she told him he couldn't dance.
Ah, shit.
Oh, man. Bringing up old shit.
I'm good on that. See, it's past trauma, man. He probably can't even listen to that song.
He probably like, damn. Yo, but on some real shit, like, I feel like that list of mine, I didn't make a list.
No.
I was just going to, like, do songs off the top, and some of the ones that you listed were that and fucking Kings of Leon.
Oh, yeah.
Which one was it?
Your sex is on fire.
Sex is on fire. I like the other one, Someone Like You.
Who remade that recently?
Somebody remade that?
Yeah, I've heard it a few times. And I think it's like a hip-hop version.
I don't know.
It's literally Someone Like You.
I'm going to have to check it out.
I look into it or whatnot. But someone remade it and shit. But yeah, no, fuck Kings of Leon. I'm good.
I just got tired of Sex is on Fire.
Talk about one-hit wonders. Two-hit wonders.
That and then Rolling in the Deep, Adele.
Ooh.
Even though I love Adele, but that song, I got sick of it real quick.
Mm.
Oh, man. I'm trying to think of any other ones.
Didn't you say like you don't like some SZA songs or something like that one time?
Man, okay, so the reason why I don't like those is because my ex would play them shits, and like certain lines she'll be like, and she would look at me, and
looking at you?
Yeah, and I'm like, "Fuck, are you trying to say?"
Oh shit!
I'm like, "Damn, all right." So if I play the Action Bronson joint, that Baby Blue. Why you always all on my back? Why you gotta do me like that? Hey, why you gotta act like a bitch when I'm with you?
My voice cracked. Baby girl,
But yeah, I'm just like, man, really? Chicks do that shit.
Yeah.
They'll play songs when they mad at they dude, and then they'll look at them. They'll give him a little side eye. I'm like, what the fuck is that for? What you trying to say?
What was it? Was it
I don't remember. It's probably the whole fucking album. Anything I did, I probably farted in bed one time, and she was like, I hate this nigga. I'm gonna kill him in his sleep.
Oh shit. Oh my!
I like SZA, but it just any song bashing dudes and chicks get a hold of that shit.
Oh, you know what I heard recently?
Be the anthem.
You know what I heard recently, and it should have went on this list. I was at work and it came on randomly. That fucking to the left. I was like, oh no. We gotta turn this shit off. This shit is garbage.
I forgot she did that shit.
This shit is garbage.
That's my stuff, yes.
And you know why I hate it? Because Neo wrote that fucking song.
Damn. See, Neo fucking it up for dudes.
And it's a Neo song. Fuck him. He's trash. He's trash.
I get down with some Neo songs.
Fuck Neo, man. Fuck that bald head motherfucker, man. I'm tired. Oh, I hate Neo so much.
Is that why you're so sick of love songs?
Oh, my God. Shut up.
Gotta change my answering machine. Yo, people don't even have answering machines.
I'm saying. Anymore. Even in 2006, they didn't have answering machines, but he still put that on the track.
That's true.
That's wild.
Everybody had cell phones.
That's wild, bro.
Voicemail.
That's why I don't like that nigga, man.
Nobody had a legit answering machine.
Fucking Neo, bro.
Neo, why?
Sometimes I wonder all the time, like, why did Chris Brown have to get shot and stomp the yard? Why couldn't it have been Neo?
Was Neo in this shit?
Yeah, he's Columbus Short's best friend in the movie.
Oh damn!
Like he becomes his homeboy on campus.
Damn, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
shit.
Man, it's fucking trash.
Yo, what about that Iman joint?
I haven't heard it in so long, but I remember it being cool back in the day because they were just like, oh no, this is this is what they did, and then the girl came out with her version and
Yep.
shit. So, but no, it's not something I'm gonna pull up on my list.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna just start playing it at random, but it's just because I didn't fuck with it that much back then. But it did get played out.
Like I said, that too, like a lot of the songs, like you have songs that fucking age well and they still like hit. And then I think just during that time, like those songs, like if you try to like bump those now.
It was weird because it was this era where it was like everyone was trying to go like techno, EDM-ish.
Yeah.
Like you had us.
Because you had Flow Rider.
Yeah. Everyone was doing
low and all that
dance,
shit.
like dance music and shit.
Yeah.
Dance and house music. And it's like, it just doesn't age well now. And it just sounds so out of place and shit. But they were also like really commercially and just put everywhere.
Or like dubstep. Like Skrillex. You know what? Like he has some good shit, but like just that straight up like that. Like somebody asked me for a song one time and I like listened to it before I was about to play it because it was dead. I was like, all right, whatever, I'll just play a song for this dude. And like I was listening to it, I was like, what the fuck? Like, no. So I don't know. But shit, on that note, we're gonna wrap up that session of Music Corner. But next week we gotta get into that Linkin Park shit maybe.
Okay. I'm with it.
But, with that being said, we're gonna wrap up this episode actually. We appreciate everybody that tunes in and watches and listens to the show. If you happen to be listening to it and you made it this far, please, share, like the page, subscribe to the YouTube.
Subscribey.
Hit the notifications up. Recommend some drinks that you want us to try. Or,
absolutely.
Maybe some drink recipes. We can get into that. Start making some drinks on the show.
Doesn't have to be on the YouTube page either. You can send us messages on IG whenever you want. The Saucy Boys Pod at the Saucy Boy Pod. My bad. But yeah, anytime we post, feel free to comment. Let us know what do you want us to try.
So before we sign off, you know what I wanted to get? But we couldn't get it. I found like a recipe for it. The swan.
The swan?
The swan.
The purple
The
rain.
purple
Rain.
I was like, yo, like, because you know how they had it in the bucket?
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, if they got that shit, like, I'm going to order something and have them send it.
Listening to the podcast, I was looking for it, but it kept referring me back to the
because it's the restaurant
that
yeah.
it's at. Yeah.
So I wonder if we can, like, contact them and get.
It's got to be online. I'm pretty sure the recipe is online.
The recipe?
Yeah.
I wonder what they use.
You just said it's tequila infused, so it has tequila.
But
base.
I wonder if it's like a certain kind, because they was taking shots of that shit.
We'll just get like the highest brand we can afford, but I'm not gonna get that Azul shit that's like $200. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, I'm pass on that.
It ain't gonna be on 1942.
So yeah, but I was trying to get that shit. I was like, man, let me see if I can get some swan. But nah, no swan.
No swan.
You think about you want to try like a tequila on the episode?
That's the next thing I got to break down. Tequila was the other liquor that gave me a headache when I used to drink it. Anytime I did drink it.
Okay.
So we'll see. Like let's step outside the box. We've been doing browns a lot. So.
But like I said, if y'all got any suggestions, please hit us up. Let us know. Send us a message on the Saucy Boys Pod.
See, it's not that fucking easy to say, huh?
On the Saucy Boys Pod on Instagram. Yeah, hit us up. I'm Nunchuck.
Mike Stokes, baby.
We'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Peace.